of the footballhotbed.com high school football report in the state of Florida on Fox Sports Florida. I'm Brandon O'Doy. And listen, we've got an exciting show for you, our very first show, and we're excited about what we're going to be able to share with you over the medium of television over the next 20 weeks. This is the Mecca, the South Florida of the United States, the hotbed, and we'll be covering from South Florida to Orlando to Tampa, giving you all of the high school football highlights you can stand and setting you up for the state championship in Orlando in the first week of December. But first, let's go out to the game of the week. Game of the week, Miami Central travels to Palm Beach County, Delray Atlantic. Miami Central travels to Palm Beach County to take on Delray Atlantic. Man, this one got going fast. First play, offensive series of the game, Mr. Anthony Colonel. Salute! Touchdown, Miami Central. Hey, listen, Atlantic would get back into this game, and this would be sort of an interesting contest, 7-6, after a missed field goal. They actually led this game, but then it was all Miami Central. Check out Lexington Flex Joseph. This man is one of the best running backs in the state of Florida. But back to Mr. Colonel. He put this one away with the big bomb deep, and he connects with Underwood, and that would do it. Miami Central was just too much for the runners-up in 8A from last year. And I got a chance to talk to head coach Roland Smith right after the game, and Colonel, the star of the game. He received the very first MVP shirt from Football Hotbed. All right, Coach Roland Smith, head coach, Miami Central Rockets coach. Big score here tonight, 39-7. In these kickoff classic type games, what are you trying to accomplish? Because obviously you're coming in playing a defending state runner-up, yes. but you're a highly touted program. What are you trying to accomplish in these games?
When we play in a kickoff class like this, we're trying to make sure that we get in the rhythm. We're trying to make sure that we're fundamentally sound going into the fall game, first game of the season. We got a big game next week, but this was a big game here tonight. We played against a good opponent at Deerfield beat Atlanta, and our kids came out here and did a tremendous job, scoring 39 points on a great team, and shutting them down to 7 points was awesome. But we left 21 points on the board. Yeah, you had some special teams issues with some conversions, some other things to clean up. Yes. But the thing I have to ask you is this. Even I have questioned at times the difficulty of your schedule. Yes. Now you go into Cardinal Gibbons next week, your game of the week this week, your game of the week next week. How do you continue to play these tough schedules but keep your kids sharp and ready to play football? Well, we always have a tough schedule year in and year out. That's what we do. We feel like when you have a tough schedule, it helps you in the postseason, help you in your district play, because we have one of the toughest district play that you can play in the nation. And playing these type of games to get you ready for playoffs. And that's why we do it, and our kids look forward to it, and myself and the coaching staff do a tremendous job to make sure our kids are up week to week. So when you have a sharp opponent, you have a good opponent, your kids get up for those type of games, so that's why we play them.
Absolutely, got up for this one. 39-7 out here in Palm Beach. Miami Central traveled up to Palm Beach County, took care of business. For Coach Roland Smith, I'm Brandon O'Doy, signing off Game of the Week. You're watching footballhotbed.com, the Florida High School Football Report. Thank you. Okay, I'm here with Anthony Colonel, MVP of the Game of the Week, Miami Central wide receiver in from Miami Springs. Listen, Anthony, it's your first year at Central. What did you want to prove coming out here with 2 touchdowns today that now you're at your new school and you mean business?
I want to come out here and let everybody know that I can compete in 6A football, and I'm not letting up. I'm coming full force, all gas, no brakes.
Okay, so you're a senior. This is a very important year for you. This is your first opportunity. What's your recruiting like? Have you gotten the offers that you want to get, and who are you trying to impress? Who do you want to say, hey, coach, turn on the tape right now?
My recruiting process, I have a few offers, but not the one that I want, but I'm still working hard.
So tell the coach to turn on the tape. What coach you need to turn on the tape tonight?
I want Louisville to turn on the tape, Florida State, Oregon, all y'all to turn on them.
All right, you heard what he had to say, Mr. Colonel. He did his thing on the football field tonight, 39-7. He was a big part of that. Got to shout out also Mr. Underwood, the quarterback. 2 connections with him. Miami Central took off on tonight. You're watching footballhotbed.com, the Florida High School Football Report.
Hotbed world. You already know. We live, baby. We're up here.
All right, and still to come on footballhotbed.com, the High School Football Report. We'll come back and we'll talk about the game at Dillard High School right here in Fort Lauderdale against the Miami Jackson Generals, and not to mention other highlights from all across the state. You're watching footballhotbed.com, the Florida High School Football Report on Fox Sports Florida. All right, everybody, welcome back. I'm Brandon O'Doy, the footballhotbed.com, the high school football report for the state of Florida here on Fox Sports Florida. Listen, we had a couple of great games all across the Southeast this weekend, and we can't wait to share them with you. But first, we're going to start at the game that was played right here at Dillard Stadium. Footballhotbed.com was on hand. Check out these highlights. Oh! Dillard comes into this contest trying to make an impact against Miami-Jackson. Head coach Scott Daniels in his first game. Head coach Torino Morgan in his first game. What would happen? Well, check out Mr. Jarvis Lewis, the quarterback 2020. The young man was absolutely great on the night. He connects here for a touchdown. Dillard goes up 6-0. Now, here comes Miami-Jackson. Oh, a safety on the play. So the score is 6-2. Kind of a defensive battle. Coach Eddie Flowers, he talked to me about his defense and what he wanted to try to accomplish. But now Dillard would start to assert themselves. It was all because of Mr. Lewis, the quarterback. Watch him dive, pure effort to get into the end zone here. What an athletic play from a young man that didn't even play last year. He came back after some ineligibility issues, and he got himself on track. But watch this, not so fast. Dillard, Mr. Darius Chester, runs right through the middle for a touchdown. Miami-Jackson gets back into this game, but head coach Torino Morgan comes out on top. Afterwards, I got a chance to talk to the new head ball coach. All right, Brandon O'Doy, footballhotbed.com, here with Coach Morgan. Coach, first game at Dillard High School. You know about the pedigree of this school, coming from HBCU Virginia Union, offensive coordinator there. You come out a very impressive 14-8 victory over this team from Miami-Dade County. What did it mean?
It means a lot. Coming home, this is my alma mater, so being able to get my first win as a head coach here means a lot. These young men are dynamic. They committed to the program from the time that I got here, and they bought in, and I was just happy that they were able to gain a little success tonight. They earned it.
Now, Coach, we know it's tough to take over a program, especially a program that has had some ups and downs. What was your focus in the offseason when you got this team? What was your focus in order to come in, stabilize this program, and come out and have such an impressive opening performance?
We didn't want to embark them with a lot of rules, so we just came in and kind of set forth our standards and our guidelines, which was simply be where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be there, doing what you're supposed to do. And then we held them accountable to that. They bought in. I think the timing of everything, they were ready to have somebody in place, so they were ready to get to work. And we just kind of used that to our advantage, and we put the work in the offseason, and we're ready to hit the regular season in full stride.
Now, Coach, like any good coach would do, you'll look back at this performance. You'll look at things that maybe you could do better, and, you had some cramping on the sidelines from some of the key players and some other miscues. What do you do now going forward? Because obviously 6A, you've got District 16 down there just lurking. What do you do to get focused and get ready for the remainder of your schedule?
We get better. We focus on us. As I explained to the team just now, we did enough to win tonight, but we also did enough to lose. So we got to get back to the drawing board, clean up some key things as far as some personnel issues, conditioning. I was a little disappointed in the conditioning of the team, but I take that, I own that, and we'll get that better. I thought we executed well, and we finished well, and we made the plays when we need to. But we just, kind of dropped the ball with some turnovers and some key points and some fundamentals missed tackles. So just getting us better. And if we can get better week to week, when everything takes care of itself, we'll be right where we need to be.
Talk about your quarterback, this young man, Mr. Jarvis. This guy, he was electric tonight, diving into that end zone, that play.
Ultimate competitor. I was joking with him on the sideline. I told him, I said, I'm going to say something to make you laugh tonight. And he said, Coach, maybe. When he's out there, he wants to win. The guys have kind of bought into his leadership. He's continuing to grow, get better. Tonight was some good experience for him, and we're looking for some good things out of him.
Well, listen, some good things tonight. Congratulations again on the win. It starts from here. Coach Morgan, Brandon O'Doy, Football Hotbed. We're signing off here from Dillard High School, 14-8 on the victory, just to begin the preseason. A lot more from Broward County's traditional powerhouse, Dillard High School.
One and only powerhouse.
We'll see. All right, MVP performance of the night, 14-8 win. Starting quarterback 2020, Jarvis Lewis. Jarvis, take me through your leadership tonight, but particularly that play where you dove in the end zone, just the will to get in and seal this game off?
I stayed focused. I told my O-line, just calm down and give me some time. I told him I'm going to get in the end zone, and that's what I did.
You had a little adversity last year. You weren't able to play because of your grades. That's a big year to have off, your sophomore year. You're here now as a junior. What did you have to prove tonight, and what did you want to prove?
That I could play the game real good. Just because I didn't play last year because of my grades. I got my grades now.
Take us through where you came from, your youth, pedigree, Optimist days. Where did you get all your experience? How did you get so good to be where you are right now, the performance you had tonight?
I played for the Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes Little League team with couple of the same people. So they taught me how to play the game. I was winning over there. I was winning. So they taught me how to win. I just want to win now. I just want to keep winning.
All right. He's gotten them off to a good start. The Dillard Panthers here. Jarvis Lewis, he's our football hotbed MVP. Check out the swag here, the MVP shirt. Show that off. Who do you want to give a shout-out to? Who do you want to let know that you're here this year?
Everybody. I'm here. Everybody. I'm letting everybody know I'm here. Everybody that we play, because nobody think we got nothing. We're going to show y'all what we got.
And it's a hotbed world.
I'm here at Heritage Field, where American Heritage will play host to University School. The 5A state champions are looking to continue their dominance, winning 4 championships out of the past 5 years, while University School are looking to make a name for themselves, as they were eliminated from the playoffs last year from the eventual champion, Cocoa. Let's go to the highlights.
All right, American Heritage Plantation welcomes University School, trying to keep the winning streak alive. Of course, the game is just a kickoff classic, but that doesn't matter for these two teams. Check out Xavier Flowers, elevation going up to get the pass. Excellent pass catch by Nick Vadiato and Xavier Flowers, but it wasn't enough. Ball turns over. American Heritage will get on the board early after a couple of exchange of plays. Watch this 47-yard field goal by National Specialist Showcase MVP Jimmy Lowry. He won the hotbed event, and that was good. Heritage would start to assert themselves, and they would do it with a rollout pass here by Ed Rose. Hits Bo Johnson in the back of the end zone, and then they start piling it on. Check out this crazy, wacky play. Up, bobble. Oh, he gets the ball. That's Jacoby Spells, the true freshman, former hotbed middle school All-American. He takes it into the score. I now pronounce you very fast. And then the bomb to Vincent Davis, another former football hotbed youth All-American, gets into the end zone. He's only a sophomore, and Tyler March, one of the very first of the bloodline, caps this one off. 48-24, American Heritage stays perfect. After the game, we caught up with Marcus, who has Coach Pat Surtain.
Thanks, Brandon. All right, I'm here with Coach Pat Surtain of American Heritage. Today, they were able to come out with the victory against University School. Coach, tell me about basically how your team played today and kind of the adjustments that you're going to take into next week. Obviously, you got a powerhouse that you're playing next week.
Yeah, I thought we played okay. Not up to par. Too many penalties first game. I thought we would have some, being the first game, being a new opponent. But we were too undisciplined at times, and drive stalled because of it. We gave them unnecessary first downs, and we have to do better. The good thing is, we have some good tape to watch. So we'll go in come Monday, look at the film and try to correct it for Carroll City.
Now, what would you say were the positives that you can kind of take away from this game going into official week 1?
I thought our offensive line dominated. I thought our running backs ran the ball well. Ed, he threw the ball well when given the opportunity. And, defense flew around. We scored, points on the defensive side of the ball. Our kicking game was solid. And, for the most part, overall good game. But like I said, to get to the level that we want to get to, we still have a lot of work to do. And it's the first game. I knew it was going to be a comedy of errors in this game. And now we get to go correct them.
Now, you start out with your quarterback, Edwin Rhodes, kind of for the first time. He seemed to kind of struggle out of the gate at first, but then he caught on in the second half. What would you say about his performance today, and what improvements, I guess, he can make for the season?
Yeah, like I said earlier, man, Ed, he's been having a terrific camp. In that second half, he did the things that we've seen in practice. I don't know if he was nervous the first half, but a couple of underthrown balls, late throws, but he got it going, and he's a guy that can controls the offense. He knows every aspect of it. He checks us out of the bad plays. And you saw the second half. That was the Ed Rose that we expect the rest of the year.
Thanks, Coach. Congratulations again, and good luck this season.
Appreciate it.
All right, I'm with Dorian Jones, MVP of this game today. They played University School in their preseason Jamboree kickoff game. Dorian was the MVP, basically penetrating the line and playing defensive line for the first time. Dorian, tell me how you kind of elevated your team's play today.
I mean, the team started off kind of slow in the first half, and I needed to pick it up myself. And once I picked it up a little bit, the guys did too.
And if you could just kind of tell the audience how it's important to kind of elevate your play, to elevate the whole team's play as a whole.
Well, once you make a few plays, your team starts to make a few plays because they start to feed off of you. And once you start to feed off of them too, you click and it can become really good.
Now, next week you got a big challenge, Carroll City. Now, what adjustments do you think your team has to make to come out with a victory next week?
We got to make a lot of adjustments, you know, not just defensively but offensively, and we're going to correct it in practice, you know, but it should be a good game.
All right, perfect. Well, congratulations again for the MVP, and good luck this season. Thank you.
All right, Brandon O'Doy, footballhotbed.com. I'm here with the West PPO. Hey, we call them the Pasadena Panthers. They're West Pembroke Pines Panthers. I got my main man, Robert, right here. 11U team represent right now. Now, a lot of these young men were at the Football Hotbed Middle School Showcase. And, Robert, you had a good time at that showcase. What did you learn, and how fun did you have in Hotbed World a couple of weeks ago?
I learned how to be a gentleman. And, I learned different techniques to, do, receiver drills. That's what I played, receiver. So, I learned how to get my head around faster and, do different techniques.
Well, it's all about growth at Hotbed World, but let's talk about, Robert, you and this team, 11U. There's been a lot of talk out there in the AYFL. You know, you went up to Atlanta, you know what I mean, and did your thing up there, but now it's time to play. Who you got tomorrow, and what message you want to send to them?
We play Deerfield. Deerfield, y'all better get ready. We putting up 45 on y'all.
All right, man. All right, so listen, a little trash talking, man. Hey, but listen, you got to watch out for the West PPO, the Panthers, 11U, right here on Football Hotbed. On the count of three, say it's a Hotbed World. 1, 2, 3.
It's a Hotbed World.
All right, and still to come on footballhotbed.com, we've got what you've been waiting for, much, much more. We got a special feature by our correspondent, Lakeisha Gowar. She's going to talk to one of the players who's a member of the Football Hotbed bloodline. All that and more coming back on the footballhotbed.com Florida High School Football Report. All right, now let's go over to Deerfield High School, where Deerfield welcomed Stranahan. Listen, this is a game. Coach Javon Glenn, Coach Harden. Harden was on the staff last year at Deerfield. He takes over as the head man of Stranahan. But listen, there was nothing friendly about this. Mr. Deron King, the quarterback. He's 6'3" in nature, got offers from Florida, UCF, and all those, and you see why. He connects through the air. He runs on the ground. This young man is dynamic. He had a wonderful night, earning MVP honors from Football Hotbed. It was all Deerfield Beach, 40-0 over Stranahan. All right, let's go up to Central Florida. Let's get the highlights. Osceola taking on Dr. Phillips. Dr. Phillips, the defending runner-ups in 8A. They get everything started with the preseason classic. Check out the highlights.
I know you want the money and the power, the respect, the fame. The lane get devoured if you ain't praying. It's a shame. It's a shame. The game got us lying on the name. But me, I keep it G. That mean I'm grinding with the same. Cause birds of a feather fly together. The weather over here looking good cause we never understood why you always picking pleasure over treasure. Once you find it, then you measure what you prefer. I mean prefer. The word on the curb is belief. Anything else is out of bounds. Get your doses like a leaf. Know you hear a G.O.D. every time that I speak. Every mind is unique, but every grind isn't cheap. If you hustle hard, then you will get paid. I just caught away. Now I'm on my way.
Thomas from Football Hotbed here with Keontae Harrison, the senior linebacker number 3 from Osceola Cowboys. How you doing today, brother?
Good, sir.
Man, how does it feel to start the season off on the right foot?
Good, happy, excited. We went down last year. This year, every day at practice, we talking about let's beat DP. We got to beat DP. We were just mad from last year. We got some new boys, freshmen, sophomore coming up to come play in the big game, and we just balled out.
And these are the rest of the highlights from across the state of Florida for this first opening weekend of Play the Kickoff Classics. All right, let's go up to Daytona Beach where Jacksonville Trinity came down to take on Booker T. Washington in a battle of two traditional Florida State powerhouses. This one brought to us by our affiliate Dream King Films, and it was a dandy. Jacksonville Trinity's Caleb Killian, 2 touchdowns, over 100 yards rushing. The young man put on a show. And for Booker T. Washington, it was all about Scooter Morrison, the quarterback. But this one would end in a tie. 2 historic programs knotted up during the preseason kickoff classic. All right, and welcome back to the FootballHotbed.com Florida High School Football Report on Fox Sports Florida. Now let's talk a little bit about off the field. Football Hotbed is a multimedia platform with showcases, All-American games, and combines. And we have young men that come into those programs, our 7-on-7s, our All-American games, and they become a part of the Hotbed family. We call it the bloodline. We got a chance to catch up with one of those young men, and we're going to toss out to our special correspondent, Lakeisha Gowire. Hey, Lakeisha.
Hi, everybody. My name is Keisha Gowire. I am here with number 21, Dillard Panther, Dakari Cable. Dillard took it home tonight. So, Dakari, how do you feel?
I feel very good. You know, we just got to keep on working, and things like this just keep on happening, and we'll eventually make it to States.
Absolutely. So, Dakari is a member of Football Hotbed. So, I want to ask you tonight, what were your goals when you entered Football Hotbed?
When I entered Football Hotbed, I just wanted to get better. I initially joined the team for 7-on-7 to go up to Atlanta. I just wanted to, you know, get familiar with the players on Football Hotbed and just you know, get used to the competition and get myself better and get more reps.
Okay, so tell the people, how have you improved since you entered Football Hotbed?
Since I improved, my DB technique has gotten a lot better. I'm more comfortable guarding in one-on-one situations. And since this is my first year playing safety, Coach John of Football Hotbed and Coach Nick, they really helped me a lot on my training.
Okay, so can you also tell the people, if you could describe in 2 words what Football Hotbed has done for you, what would you say?
Just getting better.
Absolutely. Well, there you have it, everybody. Dillard took it home. I'm here tonight again with Dakari Cable. Dillard Panther, number 21, safety. There you have it. Have a good night, everybody.
All right, Lakeisha, thank you for that report. Well, hey, look, that's all the time we have for this inaugural edition of the FootballHotbed.com Florida High School Football Report. I am Brandon O'Doy, yours truly. Stay tuned for next week. We got so much more coming. It's the first week of football in the state of Florida. Until then, it's a hotbed world.